All right, you guys, today we're gonna do a stretch that helps get the hips as well as all the way down the leg and even kind of up into the low back. I just call it standing hamstring and IT band stretch, and you'll see why in just a minute. It's one I've been giving clients a lot lately just because it is adaptable to get into different body parts and ease areas of tightness. We're gonna want to remember that concept of kind of telescoping. So rather than just doing a regular stretch, we want to elongate and connect. So I'll sort of fill you in on that as we get into position. Height-wise, often people's beds are a good height. I want it to be a height where you're almost at 90 degrees, but also somewhere you can relax. So for some people, their bed is too low. Then I usually say use a bathroom counter and just put a towel or something for some padding. What you're gonna do is lean over and rest your elbows down. So again, if this height isn't gonna be, like if your bed's really high or if the bed's too low, because this is just not as comfortable on most people's wrists, especially on a soft surface. So I'd really love you to find a height where you can be on the elbows. But you're gonna just lean the hips back and make sure first, most people normally feel a slight pull down the back of the leg and the hamstring. So you'll stay there for a minute or two until that hamstring tension eases. Then what we're really going for, you're gonna shift your weight into the right leg. You can either just leave the left foot next to it or cross over, whatever feels better. But now we can take this hip anywhere from straight to the side, straight back, or anywhere in this whole diagonal. So as I shift and I kind of just stick my hip out, okay, now, oh, right there. So from right here, I can get on the top of my glute, into my glute, and all the way down my IT band. So that's a great spot because it's definitely sore and I can hit multiple muscles. So I'm leaning into that, and then I can also just add a little bit of rotation in my leg to really get three-dimensionally the most tight spot, for lack of a better way. So you're just gonna lean into it, find that spot. And so now that I found my spot, again, that we want to telescope. So my foot is just sinking into the ground. And I'm imagining as if somebody's kind of helping to just gently lift my hip up, which engages all of that fascial tissue along. And now I'm in a very comfortable, supported position. I'm not in danger of falling over or losing my balance. And I can just relax here until that tissue changes. Or even better, as stuff starts to release and shift, I can rotate a little and shift with it to continue that release. Like this whole area actually eased and I started getting something more in my adductor pulling down the back. So you can kind of unwind with that and go with that, especially if that's something that you're used to. Obviously then you finish that, please take your time, but then you can switch into the left hip and do the same thing on the diagonals that way and really get a lot more opening and engagement. This has been super beneficial for some of my pregnant clients lately, but anybody who's got hip tightness and that elusive IT band that we're so hell-bent on foam rolling the heck out of. So another alternative that might give you some different successes. Try it and let us know.